Yeah, so it's Mr. Clean here, and I got my American flag up because this is it's a bit of a rant on Donald Trump, and I think Donald Trump is president. Actually, okay, like I'm gonna just cut to the quick here, and like I like Donald Trump. I think he's a character, and actually I just like um, I follow like I'm a Canadian, right? And so I was born in Canada, lived here all my life, and like as a Canadian, uh, we live in the shadow of the United States. We just do. They're, you know, the states is kind of down right now, and he's like Donald Trump. He's a billionaire. He is. I mean, he made his money in New York real estate, big real estate in New York. That's a tough industry, and I mean he didn't start with zero. He started with some money from his dad, and I think his dad was actually he was a successful guy. I think he owned a lot of like rental units and buildings, and not in Manhattan, but more in the boroughs. And so Donald Trump is kind of like, I want to be big time. I want to be huge. And to do that, you go after Manhattan, and you go after the big buildings and all the rest of it. And he's done that. And I can remember when The Apprentice first started. I started watching it, and it was kind of, I guess it was kind of the beginning of reality TV. And Donald Trump is a smart man. Like he's, I don't know. Is there still some people who think that he's stupid? Because he's not. Just this is all my opinion, but he's not stupid. I mean, the guy, and you look at his business record, and he's been sued a lot, and he's also like he's been at the point, and sort of the question is, how much money does Donald Trump actually have? I don't know. Like, does he have $1 billion? Does he have $4 billion? Does he have? He has money, and it's kind of like he's a businessman, and like I think. You know, he's been successful. He's had his ups and downs, and he's been sued and all the rest of it. But that's at that level, when you're doing that kind of stuff, the market goes up, the market goes down. You make money here, you lose money there. People sue you. He's got a lot of lawyers because people sue him, and he sues other people. That's just, I think, like he's not like a Warren Buffett or something. He's like Warren Buffett is. He's one of the richest guys in the world, and he's not a Bill Gates. He's not those guys. They're different. They're different types of billionaires. And Donald Trump is kind of he's a street fighter. And so people don't sue Warren Buffett because he doesn't, he's not that type of a businessman. And neither is Bill Gates, right? There's different types of successful people, and I would say Donald Trump is like a street fighter, and he's not he's funny, like he's funny, and he speaks his mind, and he's like I'm all about he's not always right, you don't always agree with him, but at least he's being honest, and that's a good thing. I think it's refreshing anyway. And like I don't like, because I'm like 53, and like I can remember when in the states, like we only had a few TV channels, but we like when we started to get cable, you'd have CBS, NBC, ABC. You'd see the American channels, or all out of Spokane or whatever, because I'm from Edmonton, and but you'd still see the nightly news, and I can still even remember. I think I can remember even when Walter Cronkite was he was the anchor for CBS, and he was a journalist, and people respected him, and they believed in what he was saying because he was a journalist. And I don't know who, like, I guess, but now it's sort of like you have all these splinter cable organizations, and I don't think anybody's pretending that, like, they're owned by big corporations. I don't think anybody is pretending that they're impartial, and they're not anymore. I don't think. And like Donald Trump says, fake news, and I think, like, you watch CNN and then you watch Fox. They're totally different. you're going to get a slant. You're not going to get like an unbiased perspective. You're just not. And it's sort of, and now it's kind of, it's not journalism anymore. I don't know where you get journalism anymore. You get it on PBS or something, but I don't know where you get it. Basically, you go where you want to find, you either go to some place where you want to find out what the other side is saying, and then you go to where you want to hear what you're thinking, but you don't go to a place that's impartial anymore, it seems like. And that's kind of, and I don't even watch, I like politics and stuff, but I don't even go, like, I don't even follow what's happening anymore, really. And every once in a while, because it's just crazy, um, like Donald Trump isn't going to solve all the world's problems. No one is going to do that. No one has ever been able to do that. And um, but I like the states. You should like the states. Like I got a history degree, and uh, you look at World War II, and countries that stepped up, and there's countries that didn't, and there's countries that they couldn't step up because they're next to an invading army of the Japanese or the Germans, and they couldn't step up, and you know what? They just stepped in, and like you're Poland, and all of a sudden. You got this blitzkrieg, it's a new thing, and all of a sudden, what happened to our country? Well, it's full of Germans now, and what are they doing? They're rounding up the Jews and they're killing everybody. It's kind of like, when are they going to stop? I don't know. When are they going to stop? Well, they stopped when the states came in, and it wasn't all just the states, but anyway, I'm kind of getting off here, but like, people who like Donald Trump isn't stupid. Donald Trump isn't going to solve all the world's problems, and no one is. And like maybe he is the most powerful man in the world now, but that doesn't mean he can't run the world. He can't fix all the world's problems. And why should the states have to fix all the world's problems anyway? But I mean, I think the states is full of it's like it has its own interests, but it's also like it has been in the past. It's been the world's policeman, and it can only do so much. And the world is just a fucked up place, and they can't fix it all. They're not gonna fix it all. It can't be fixed. Even after like World War II, and it's kind of like, okay, we had this huge war, and it was like an extension of World War One, and now it's kind of like everyone's gonna settle down a little bit. But oh, wait a minute, we gotta. Actually, they're not gonna, because Russia's kind of like, we gotta watch them, and it's not over. And like even after like all those years of like over 100 million people were killed, a lot of them were like women and children. It was one of the first wars that civilians were killed intentionally in large numbers. You think after that, like maybe there was a time for the world to straighten up, but it didn't. And we sure aren't in a period where somebody's going to come in and fix it all, because it's like what direction are we going in? Like with ISIS and all the rest of it, it's kind of like it's not better. We don't have a situation where a guy's going to come in and fix it all. It's just not going to happen. But he's trying to make America better, and he's looking out for Americans' interests, and he's a businessman. And the United States is a business. It is. I think you need, like, I wanted Romney to win in the previous election because Obama wasn't a businessman. And did America do any better under Obama? No. Why? Because he was an academic, basically. He wasn't a businessman. Romney at least was a businessman. Like, is Donald, like, I don't know. It's just, I think it's kind of refreshing to have a businessman kind of running the show. And he has, right now he has Congress and the Senate, which is good, because they need somebody with leadership to try to do something, and he's trying to make America better, and I think he probably will. Like, I think he would probably get a second term. I don't know. It's kind of anyway. I like Donald Trump. I do. Do I like everything about him? No. Does anyone like everything about anyone? Because if you do, you're kind of looking at things in a simple way. Are you looking at a very simple issue? I know everyone likes ice cream. Is it a good thing? Well, people like it. If you eat too much, it's not good. Like something very simple. Like what about the color yellow? Is anyone against it? Like it's very like I don't know. I just anyway. I like Donald Trump. I think it would be better if we had Donald Trump. I'll trade Trudeau in a heartbeat for Trump. I'll tell you that right now. And if that happened, okay, what would happen if that happened? Well, we wouldn't have a carbon tax, and the states would have a carbon tax. Where's business going to go? And like, there's too much energy regulation. If we had Trump, we'd probably get a pipeline built. And you know what? What do you think Trump would say to Quebec? Equalization payments and stuff like that. Give Trudeau to the United States for a while, and they would eat him alive. You know, it wouldn't take. Well, actually, you know what? Hollywood would love him, and he'd just go to the West Coast. He'd hang out in L.A. That's what he would do. But in Washington, they would eat him alive. I'd love to see that. That'd be excellent. Uh, but anyway, so thumbs up for Donald Trump, and a big thumbs up for Trudeau too. I'd trade you in a heartbeat, Trudeau too, for Donald Trump. I'll tell you that, okay?